Thinking about starting a side hustle in 2026? Stop. Before you buy that domain name or print those business cards, take a deep breath. The pull to jump into a new venture is strong. It's an exciting prospect, filled with the promise of extra income, creative freedom, a new challenge. But this initial burst of enthusiasm can be a trap. Too many aspiring entrepreneurs get swept up in the fun parts, like designing a logo, building a flashy website. They put the cart miles ahead of the horse, and then wonder why they run out of steam money motivation just a few weeks later. This isn't just about avoiding burnout, it's about building something that lasts. This isn't a guide to crush your dreams, it's a guide to make them real. The difference between a side hustle that fizzles out and one that flourishes is almost always found in the preparation. It's the unglamorous, foundational work that nobody sees but that supports everything you build on top of it. Your side hustle journey begins not with an idea, but with a clock. Time is your most finite and precious resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Most people have a vague idea of where their time goes, but vague isn't good enough when you're trying to build a business. Your first mission is to conduct a ruthless time audit for 1 full week. Don't guess, don't estimate, track. Get a simple pocket notebook or use a free app on your phone like Toggle or Clockify. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, log what you are doing in 30-minute or 1-hour blocks. This includes your day job. This includes your commute. This includes meals. This includes family time. This includes scrolling through social media. This includes watching TV. This includes sleeping. Be brutally honest with yourself. Once your week of tracking is complete, it's time to analyze the data. Lay it all out and look for the patterns. Where are the pockets of unproductive time? Maybe it's the 45 minutes you spend scrolling Instagram after dinner, or the hour of channel surfing before bed. These are your time leaks. Now, look for the opportunities. These are your margin hours. You might find a consistent 30-minute block in the early morning before anyone else is awake, or a solid 2-hour window on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. These discovered pockets of time are the building blocks of your side hustle schedule. You're not creating new time, you're reallocating the time you already have with intention. Now that you know what your real-world availability looks like, you can set a realistic weekly hour goal. This is a non-negotiable step. Based on your audit, how many hours can you consistently dedicate to your side hustle each week without sacrificing your health, without sacrificing your relationships, or without sacrificing your performance at your day job? For some, this might be a lean 5 hours a week. For others, it might be a more robust 15. The number itself doesn't matter as much as its accuracy. Being honest here prevents you from choosing a side hustle that requires 20 hours a week when you only have 7 to give. This single decision will influence the type of business you can realistically build. Remember this simple truth. Your side hustle must fit into your life, not the other way around. Trying to force your life to revolve around your new venture is the fastest path to burnout. You'll end up resenting the very thing that was supposed to bring you freedom and extra income. Your time audit gives you a clear, honest framework to operate within. It transforms the vague wish of, "I'll find the time," into a concrete schedule like, "I will work on my side hustle from 6 a.m. to 6:45 a.m. on weekdays, and from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sundays." As the saying goes, what gets scheduled gets done. With your time mapped out, let's turn to your motivation. Why are you really doing this? To make more money is not a good enough answer. It's too generic, too weak. It won't get you out of bed at 5 a.m. or keep you working late on a Friday night. Your why needs to be specific, personal, and emotional. This is the fuel for your engine. Take a moment and write down a single powerful sentence that captures your true motivation. For example, "I want to earn an extra $500 each month to completely pay off my student loan 2 years early." Or perhaps, "I want to save $10,000 by next year to take my family on a dream vacation to Italy." See the difference? These goals have heart. They are tangible and create a vivid picture of success. Once your why is clear, it's time to attach a number and a date to it. This transforms your dream into a project with a deadline. A vague goal leads to vague results. A specific goal creates a clear target to aim for. Let's make this actionable. Define your initial financial goal. For example, my goal is to earn a consistent $1,000 per month from my side hustle within the next 8 months. This gives you a benchmark. It allows you to work backward and figure out what you need to do each month, each week, and each day to hit that target. This isn't about pressure, it's about focus. It helps you say no to distractions that don't align with your primary objective. Your goal directly influences the type of side hustle you should pursue. Let's break it down into two main categories. If your goal is to make a few $100s of steady cash relatively quickly, and your time is limited, you should focus on an active income model. This is where you trade your time and skills directly for money. Freelance writing, virtual assistant services, graphic design, tutoring. On the other hand, if your goal is larger, say, several $1,000s a month, and you have the time to invest upfront, you should explore a leveraged or passive income model. This involves creating an asset that works for you, like an online course, an ebook, a software template, a YouTube channel. This upfront strategic thinking is invaluable. As investor and author Naval Ravikant says, earn with your mind, not your time. An active income hustle is a great starting point, but it's capped by the number of hours you can work. If you want to earn $10,000 a year, offering a service at $50 an hour for 200 hours is a perfectly viable path. But if your goal is to earn $100,000 a year, you cannot physically work 2,000 extra hours. You must build something that can be sold many times over, without your direct involvement in every single transaction. Your financial goal dictates whether you should focus on trading time for money, or building an asset that generates money for you. Think of this as your pre-flight checklist. Skipping any one of these steps significantly increases your chances of a turbulent journey. We will cover how to find the time you don't think you have, define a goal that actually motivates you, handle your money like a pro, test your idea, and set up your business the simple, smart way. Step 3. Create your financial fortress. This step is non-negotiable. Do it from day one. Do not mix your side hustle finances with your personal finances. Ever. Before you earn your first dollar, open a separate checking account for your business, at a bank or online. Many banks offer free or low-fee business accounts. This creates a clean, impenetrable wall between personal and business money. Every cent you earn goes into this account. Every business expense comes out of it. Track every single transaction. You don't need fancy software, a simple spreadsheet will do. Column, date. Column, description. Column, income or expense. Column, amount. Google Sheets is free. Wave, Mint. Build the habit of meticulous record keeping from day one. This discipline saves hours of stress later, especially when taxes arrive. Side hustle income usually means you're self-employed or an independent contractor. No one is withholding taxes for you. Set aside 25 to 30% of every payment. Immediately transfer that into a separate tax savings account. Do not touch it. It belongs to the government. Separate money into different buckets. Game changer. Step 4. The validation gauntlet. Will they actually pay? You have a great idea. Friends and family love it. Nice, but worthless in terms of sales. Praise doesn't pay the bills. The critical question, will a stranger pay for this? That's validation, where many go wrong. They build in isolation and launch to silence. We will flip that script. Your goal, a paying customer, fast and cheap. Build an MVP, the simplest thing someone will pay for, not your grand vision, the first tiny step. Example, course. 1-hour coaching session. Example, complex software. Simple spreadsheet template. Example, handmade candles. 1 cent, sell 5. Offer something you can sell this week. Find first customers where they already hang out online. Don't build a website and hope. Go to them. Facebook groups, Reddit subreddits, online forums, local community groups. Don't spam, you'll get banned. Spend days listening and engaging. Answer questions. Offer helpful advice. After providing value, share your MVP. Frame it as a small test and a low price for feedback. Mission, get that first paying customer, not mom or best friend. That first transaction, Shatter, pure gold. Talk to at least 5 potential customers. Listen to feedback closely. What are their objections? What excites them most? What do they wish it included? If no one will pay even a little, that's data. Change the offer, change the audience, or start over. Eric Ries. The only way to win is to learn faster than anyone else. Validation is learning. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and you need to prepare accordingly. Let's trade the rush of a hasty start for the confidence of a well-thought-out strategy. This isn't about slowing you down, it's about making sure your launch has the power and direction it needs to succeed in the long run. The work you do now, before you even make your first dollar, will determine how many dollars you make in the future and how much stress you endure to earn them. Are you ready to build a solid foundation? Let's get started with the most critical resource you have: your time. Step 5. The legal blueprint and your business name. Now that you've validated your idea with a real paying customer, it's time to make it official. The legal and administrative side of a side hustle can seem intimidating, but you can start simple. For the vast majority of new side hustlers, the easiest and most straightforward legal structure is a sole proprietorship. In fact, in many places, you are automatically considered a sole proprietor the moment you start doing business. You simply report your business income and expenses on a separate schedule like Schedule C in the US, with your personal tax return. There's no complex setup or registration required. It's the path of least resistance to get started legally. As your business grows in revenue and complexity, for example, if you're a fitness coach or provide financial advice, you will want to consider upgrading to a limited liability company, an LLC. An LLC creates a legal separation between you and your business, which protects your personal assets like your house and your car if your business is ever sued. However, you do not need to rush into this. Starting as a sole proprietor and upgrading to an LLC later is a very common and smart path. For now, focus on simplicity. The key is to start legally, even if it's with the most basic structure available. You've tested your offer and you know what you're selling. Now you can pick a name that reflects that. Your name should be clear, memorable, and easy to spell. Once you have a few ideas, your first stop should be a domain registrar like Namecheap or GoDaddy. Check if the .com version of your name is available. At the same time, check if the social media handles are available on the platforms you plan to use like Instagram, X, or TikTok. Having a consistent name across all platforms makes you look professional and makes it easy for customers to find you. If you plan to operate under a name that isn't your own legal name, for example Apex Web Design instead of John Smith, you may need to register it as a doing business as, a DBA, or a fictitious name with your local government. A quick search for DBA registration, your city, or state, will tell you the rules. This final preparatory step solidifies your business's identity. It gives it a name and a basic legal framework. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to spend thousands on lawyers at this stage. The goal is to get the essentials in place so you can operate professionally and legally from the get-go. A simple quote to keep in mind here is from entrepreneurship coach Dan Sullivan. Start small, but start. Choosing the simplest legal structure and securing your business name and domain are the final pieces of the foundation. With these in place, you are no longer just thinking about a side hustle. You have officially built the launching pad for one. Section 7, Conclusion. Your first step on the path to profit. Starting a side hustle in 2026 can be one of the most rewarding decisions you ever make, but only if you start smart. Jumping in without a plan is a recipe for frustration. The excitement of a new idea is powerful, but it's the disciplined, foundational work that ultimately determines your success. By following this 5-step checklist in order, you move from being a dreamer to being a builder. You replace guesswork with data. You replace vague hopes with concrete goals. You replace financial chaos with organized control. This is how you build a business that not only survives but thrives, without sacrificing your sanity or your personal life in the process. Let's do a quick recap of the essential pre-launch sequence. First, you must audit your time to find the real, workable hours you can commit each week. Second, you must define your why and set a specific financial goal to give your work purpose and direction. Third, you must separate your finances immediately by opening a new bank account and creating a system to save for taxes. Fourth, you must validate your market with a minimum viable product to prove that people will actually pay for your solution. And finally, fifth, you must choose a simple legal structure and name to make your business official and professional. These 5 steps are your road map. So don't just think about it. Pick one step and take action on it today. Looking at this checklist, which of these 5 foundational steps feels like the biggest hurdle for you right now? Let me know which step you're going to start with in the comments below.